There we go. There we are. Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. Here we are. It's freaking Sunday. How did that happen? Holy crap. No, yeah, it's Sunday. I was thinking, wait a minute. Yeah, but it is Sunday. Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay, so before we get into this topic tonight, I do want to remind you that this is a very family friendly oriented channel. I would ask you please to be decent in the chat, no racism, no nastiness. Please be kind to each other, and we'll have a good chat. All right. And if you cannot abide by those easy, simple rules, those awesome people that you see lit up in blue will boot you out of here because we're not going to have that. I had to block somebody today. They pushed me too far, and I'm like, well, that's enough. And I won't say because it doesn't really matter, but I was like, playing games, and I ain't playing games. So somebody got blocked today. So that will be the end of their little snide, snarky comments. It's very. As you look red, you got some sun. Oh yeah, we went. I'm especially on my nose. My nose is really red. We went riding today, and it was Heather's first ride of the year. I went out yesterday, and yesterday was like 60, so I had on my leather the whole thing. Today I was wearing a muscle shirt, so I mean it was beautiful though. Beautiful ride. We went for a nice long ride, stopped and had lunch, and then we came back. But yeah, it was I think we hit 82 today. So not bad. I mean, not bad at all. I'm not going to complain in any stretch of the imagination, but good day for riding and those type of things. So, but no, it was fun. It was fun. But okay, so let's get into the topic. The topic is what should you do for family and friends that you care about that don't prep? And this is a tough call. So I'm going to basically go base it on how I feel, and and then I mean, I definitely want to hear your feedback. In the comments, what here in the chat. I want to hear what you guys think. But I know for myself, and I'll give you some examples. Um, Becky's more into prepping now, obviously, since she's here. So's mom. So they've gotten on board with that more so than they were before. And, so that part of it's a good thing. Now, I have my niece, Jeannie, who you guys have seen Jeannie on stream a couple times, in videos. And she has three boys. Now, they don't prep at all. And her boyfriend, he's definitely not the prepping type. We'll just leave that one there. I could tell you guys some stories. I was like, "Are you serious?" Well, I'll tell you one story. Okay, so last year when we did the prepper get together, Jeannie came. They got this huge, beautiful camper. They brought it here and they parked it in the driveway. And so the first night, of course, if you guys remember, it rained. It rained like the whole day on Saturday. It was crazy. But whenever I do a get together, just count on rain. That's all you have to do. Hey, Pam in Wonderland. I heard when you were sitting with Jason, everyone I knew from New York, their favorite word is F. When the non-family friendly version coming, I'm for that too. Yeah, when we were sitting around the campfire, we got a little colorful with the language. I will admit that. And I see the thing is, like I tell you guys, I mean, and I'm always honest. Thank you so much for the donation, and thank you for the statement too. I on this channel have made a conscious decision a long time ago not to swear in my videos. I wanted to keep it family friendly. So if you're sitting here with your kids, your grandkids, you can watch it. You don't have, and I think a lot of times I can make my points without swearing. Now, the only difference between me on YouTube and me in real life, and I've talked about this before, I will swear more in real life. Now, I will be respectful of people that don't like it, but if it's a guy sitting around the fire, yeah, the F bombs and everything else drops out. So, it's just, that's reality. That's reality. So I do swear a lot. I'm not going to lie. Probably not as much as Jason, but it could be close. So anyway, I got to tell you, finish telling the story first so you guys can understand this. So my niece comes, and then her boyfriend got out of work, and he came that night, and he stayed one night, and you're gonna love this, guys. You will absolutely love this. So the reason, and he went home the next day, went back home the next day, and didn't spend the night where Jeannie spent both nights. The reason that he didn't spend the night the second time was there was no TV in the camper, so he couldn't watch television. And then the rain was hitting the roof, and it was bothering him, and he couldn't sleep. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I gave so I gave this kid a hard time, a seriously hard time with this. Okay, so um, I mean that's weak. That's just weak. Okay, so when they came back to hook up the camper to leave, I handed him a Kotex, and I said, well, if you're gonna act like a bee, you might need this. He took it well. It was a joke. So all of you ladies, please don't get offended. But I was like, this dude was a weak man. I couldn't even call him a man. I mean, I said to my niece, I said, Jeannie, I go, what are you doing? I go, this is not. But that's her thing, and so but I will definitely ride this kid. I'll give him a hard time. But yeah, the rain was hitting the roof, and it was bothering him, and he couldn't sleep. I'm like, oh my god, that's like the best sleep you could ever get when it rains and the rain is hitting the roof and stuff like that. But I got it from Heather. Thank you. Spring in the air says, Ed, why did you have a Kotex? I said, Heather, give me one of your Kotex, and she was like, okay. So I gave it to him as a joke, and I said, apparently you need this. And he's just like, oh. But anyway, so that was a funny story. But anyway, so getting back to my point, my niece and her boys, and probably her boyfriend as well, I prep for them. It's my personal choice. It's my money, how I want to spend my money. I love my niece. I love the boys. I could not turn them away, and that's just where I'm at with that. Okay, so, but we're all going to come to a point where we have to make a decision of who we're going to help and who we're not going to help. So, like, let's say, Jeannie comes with the boys and the boyfriend, and then they bring like three other people. Well, guess what? Those three other people, no. You know what I mean? Absolutely not. Um, so there has to be a line drawn. Who are you going to help and who are you not going to help? So, those are tough decisions to make, because the reality is we cannot save everybody. And I say you work, you eat. Well, sugar in the attic homestead, I've always said that as well. If somebody came to me, it's a post event, worst case type of scenario, and they said, would you feed me? And I would say to them, well, I have things that I need done here. If you would like to work, I will give you a meal. And then we'll see how they do. They work, then I'll feed them. And I will tell you this too, guys, just so you know, and this is where I've stood on this from the very beginning. Just because you are my family or you're in my group doesn't give you a free pass. That doesn't mean you sit on your behind and do nothing. Everybody works, including me, or you don't eat. That's a reality of it. And when I say that, what do I mean by that? So, older people cannot do what younger people can. That's just a straight fact, okay? But older people can they can man the radios, they can watch the children, they can help with, cooking, stuff where they don't have to be always on their feet or and those type of things. So there's a lot of things older people can do. But and even little kids, they can go out, they can pick up sticks and kindling and get all that type of stuff. Everybody's going to contribute. That's a reality. So if you think, oh well, he's going to take care of me and I'm good and I can sit back, and that's not how it's going to work at all. Older people are expert at telling you what to do. I've noticed that. I've noticed that in my life. You should do this or you should do that. It's pretty funny. But you know, some of my relatives I will help. Others of my relatives I will not help. Some of my friends I will help, and other friends I will not help. Strictly because I have been telling some of my friends for years and years and years, get ready, prep, do this, do that, do the other thing. And they just don't. And then I'm going to give you a great example. I had a buddy of mine that he's retired. He lives in Georgia now. And I'd been telling him for years, dude, stock up on ammo. And this is before any ammo shortage or anything like that. And again, if you've been paying attention to anything that I've said through the years, my rule of thumb is real simple: 2,000 rounds per weapon. So whatever weapons you have, if you have 222s, you need to have a minimum of 4,000 rounds. Okay. There is no maximum. So that's the other part of it. So once you hit your minimum number, you don't stop there. You keep prepping. Well, he had come to me and he said, "Man, I wish I had listened to you all those years ago." And I said, "Why?" He said, he goes, "I got about 600 rounds for his 45, whatever, and he says, I can't find any ammo." He goes, I can't find it. And, and I told him, I said, "Dude, you got, get out there, look, see what you can find and just keep pushing for it." I said, "Get yourself stocked up." And again, and like I tell everybody else, once you are out of ammo, you no longer have a weapon, you have a club. That's all you got. So the more rounds you have, the longer it's going to take you into any kind of engagement in a firefight, guys. And I want you to think about this. Let's say that you have your compound and it's under attack. You could easily burn through 500 rounds without even blinking an eye. Um, it could go that quickly. Now, obviously, you're probably not going to want to use that ammo that way. But if you are in that situation and you got a massive group of people coming, you're going to have to do what you have to do. But again, it's like those are things that where in hindsight now he wishes he had listened, but now he only has what he has, and he's getting it. It's harder and harder for him to find more ammo. So, I will tell you this: when I go out, I will check different spots. If I can pick something up, I pick it up because I just think it's that important. It's a tool like anything else. And anything that you are using for prepping, that is a tool. You should utilize those tools that you have available to you to take care of what you need to. So what do we got? 575 in the chat, guys. We're at 209 on the thumbs up. Again, if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I'm going to ask you to please do that to show support for the channel. And I want to thank you ahead of time for doing so. And I do appreciate that. Really quickly, while I'm thinking about it, I do want to mention my sale that I got going on, so we'll get it out of the way. All of you that hate the sale, talking about the sale, sale's over at the end of the month. So you ain't got to worry about it probably for a couple of months after that. So there you go. But right now I am doing a sale with Legacy Freeze Dried Foods. Pam in Wonderland, look at this crap. According to Apple Emoji, men figure out how to have babies through a pee hole, just like my luck after 3 kids. I want a window seat for this. That's nuts. Yeah, I don't see how that's even possible. It's not possible. I don't. There's no way. So, but thank you for that information. Um, but anyway, with the Legacy Freeze Dried Foods, it's a 25-year shelf life. It's GMO free. Gluten options are available. It's also vegetarian. There are beef and chicken options as well. The discount code for that sale is Spring Sale. JJ just put that up, guys. Spring Sale 2022. The sale will be over at the end of the month, May 1st. They're increasing the prices on the food. That's why I decided to do this sale now. So I would encourage you to take advantage of that. Freeze-dried food is a great alternative to have part of your preps as well, because you can take it, set it there, and not touch it for 10, 15 years, and it's still going to be fine. 25-year shelf life is a good thing. I call it the lazy man's way of prepping, because we still need to get all the other stuff as well, But if you have that you can throw into the mix, it's a nice thing to have. All right, so definitely take advantage of that. All right, so that is that. That's out of the way. So, but anyway, you have to understand it's like when it comes to with prepping itself is not an easy thing. So when you have family and friends are going off on this extravagant vacation and that extravagant vacation, or they're buying all the bells and whistles and all the toys and stuff like that, and they do nothing to prepare, while you have sacrificed, not gone on as many vacations, or if you go on vacations you do like day trips and those type of things. I still think it's important to make sure you have time to do things like that, you know. But also have plenty of extra magazines. 2,000 rounds in 2 magazines will not go far. Oh yeah, Jamie. Yeah, that's great advice. Thank you for that statement. Yeah, make sure you have plenty of magazines. The more magazines that you can have as well, have them loaded, have them ready to go. You get in that situation, you're going to be in much better shape. Okay, so um, but again, so when these people are doing these things, it's disheartening. And the way I look at it with a lot of them, especially if I've talked to people about prepping and said, this is something that's important, this is something that you should be doing, and they don't do anything. Why is it my responsibility when things go to total crap to take care of those people? You know what I mean? Yeah, the grasshopper and the ant. Yep, same thing. The tortoise and the hare. You know, uh, my thing is, it's like, again, like I told you earlier, there are some people I will help and there's some people I won't help. You can't save everybody. That is a fact. So even though in your heart you want to give, you can't. You really can't, because what you need to think about, and this is a harsh reality of life. You got your seeds, you got all that, you got your seed potatoes, you got all these things put away, you're ready to go, you're going to grow all these wonderful crops, and that's great. But everything may not always come up. You may not always get what you think you're going to get out of your crop yields. So now you didn't harvest as much as you thought. Maybe you harvest some, like maybe the apples came in great this year, but the peaches did not come in the way that you thought. The cherries didn't come in the way that you thought. You didn't get enough pears either. So you were hoping to diversify. Now you got to squeeze it down and decide, okay, well, we're going to be eating more applesauce, or more apple pie and those type of things. You really have to plan longer term. You can't look, you go season to season. Your preps are only going to last you so long. What the idea of preps are, folks, the reality of preps is to get you through that first winter. That's what you, more than anything else, you want to get through that first winter so you can start planting, harvesting, eating your wild edibles, all those type of things, in doing that, and then staggering your garden. So depending on what climate you're in, and if you can extend the season with greenhouses and those type of things, you really need to plan for that. So like with like beans are going to go great. You're going to get a ton of beans out of those are one, like green beans and yellow beans. Those things grow fantastic. Peas are another thing that really grow well. So growing those type of things, and then having like radishes and carrots, you can go through several cycles of planting more of those as you go on throughout the course of the year to get a bigger yield of things. Potatoes are a wonderful thing to grow because you can really do well with potatoes. And the reality is, you can survive on just potatoes if you had to. But again, you need to keep a certain amount back to start the next gardens to get them going again. Make sure you have your things for your cold weather crops. So even though it might be cold outside, you can still grow cabbage and kale and those type of things in your greenhouses. So planning is a big part of it. But at some point, no matter how much stuff you have, if let's say I have, and I'm just going to throw a number, let's say I got 10 years worth of food. I have 10 years worth of food, let's say for 10 people. Okay. So here's the reality of it too, and this is I want to break it down so you understand. So I'm great. I got 10 years worth of food for 10 people, but now I got 20 people show up that need my help, and I decide yes, I'm going to help all 20 of these people. Now I got 5 years worth of food for 20 people. So you see how quickly the dynamics of that can change. Where if you end up getting people that you don't expect coming in, it cuts down on how much you have. So because people are going to eat, they're hungry, they want to make sure that they eat. So the important thing to remember is planning it out so that you can get to a point where your gardening skills are better. You know what to grow together, your companion plants, all those type of things. And it's really really important, proper planning. um, because again, eventually that food is going to run out. Your stores of food, your canned goods, your beans, your rice, all your freeze dried food that you got put back, at some point that's all going to be gone. And then you better be squared away and have your sh together with gardening by that point. What preps do is it gives you that buffer to work your way through those times while you're learning, while you're adjusting. Being a good gardener is a great thing, but there are years that certain crops are going to grow great and other ones are not. And you don't know year to year which ones are going to be. Now, what happens if a hailstorm comes through? What happens if a tornado comes through? What happens if you're down in Florida and you got this great garden and everything's wonderful and it looks great, and then the hurricane comes? Or you're in an area that's prone to flooding, and now the waters come in and flood, everything is destroyed. Are you ready for those type of things? Those are events that after an SHTF event, they're not going to go away. They're not going to go away. So you have to think about these things. Location, location, location is very, very important. So knowing whatever area of the country you're in, and there's not really this is the best area and this area sucks and whatever. You can survive realistically anywhere if you've planned for that area that you're in, what you need to do and how to prepare for those things. But obviously, if you're in a better area, it's going to give you a lot better chance. If you're in Alabama, your growing season is almost year round. So where in New York, you're not putting plants in the ground outside until the end of May because you still could get a frost, and so there could be those issues. But down there, they're already harvesting by the end of May their tomatoes and fruits and vegetables and stuff. So location is a big part of it. But if you decide you want to stay in the east, you know planning out things. What am I going to do? How am I going to grow things? How do I extend my season? And that's where greenhouses come in. You can really extend your season with green, and it's controlling where if you have you know grasshoppers, I mean, or some kind of pests that come in and just eat everything, the deer will come in and eat everything if you leave it out there. So those are all things that you really really need to think about, plan for, get ready for, and do those type of things. So just some things to think about. It's just we you don't know what's going to happen, but you trying to think about, and most people are not thinking about all these what ifs after an event. What most people are thinking about is, okay, what do I got food wise right now? What do I got, medical supplies? What do I got water wise? Do I have enough to get me started? That's just the beginning. It's a lot more than that, and it's planning things out and being as ready. So again, going back to the topic of this video, who do you help and who do you not help? Now, one of the things that you can do to help people is train them, teach them. If somebody's willing to come in and work, like I said earlier, I'll give them a meal. But I am not going to take food out of the mouths of the people that are in my group. I'm not going to take food out of the mouths of my family. They're eating. Those folks that are with me, that have been with me, that have been working with me, and we've been working together, we're all eating first. That's a fact. Now, if we said to somebody, if you come in and you work for the day, we'll feed you. And then if they say, well, can I stay? Well, you might not be able to stay in camp at first. You got to build those trust things up, but you can hang out and make yourself a shelter. You come back tomorrow and we'll do this again. So you have to build that trust. You just don't let everybody and their brother come in there, because then they're going to expect everything and anything. It's there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. So what are we at? 668 in the chat. We're at 306 on the thumbs up, guys. So again, if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I'm going to ask you to please do that to show support for the channel. And I thank you ahead of time for doing so. Also, it really does make a big difference with the algorithm. So the more interaction we have, it pushes us up higher in the rankings. So I want to thank you for that reason as well. And also, I do appreciate the support. I really do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. You got your rationing right here, Bubba. Yeah, that's funny. Hey, you know what? And that's proper planning. Planning it out. How long can you go if you did nothing? So what you got to think about too, and there's a part of it. So let's say I have enough food for 2 years, right? And there's 4 of us in my family. So we got enough food for 2 years for 4 people. Well, if I'm supplementing this food with what I'm gathering, what I'm growing.
It's an emergency broadcast.
Oh my goodness gracious. Max!
I can't give you him because he's going to flip, I think.
I think so too. Maxie, what happened? Did Heather put a hat on you?
I was like, new one? Yeah, it's one of the ones I just made. I was like, well, I gotta show something. He was the lucky victim.
He don't look like he's trying to get away though.
Look at his face.
You don't look happy. Max, what happened? You got your little hat on? Yes.
He's so handsome.
He looks delighted.
I think the orange really takes out the oranges for.
It's color coordinated. That's funny. Oh, poor Max. Max, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Look at him. He just looks so miserable. Oh my God! But
he's so good about it.
He is. He's really being good about it. That is too funny. So anyway, guys, if you would like a cat hat for one of your cats,
okay, there we go.
He's shaking his head now. JJ's going to throw the link up here for Heather's Etsy account.
But here they are, and I also this hat I'm currently wearing.
Okay, yeah.
This will also be up for sale. You can see the kind of black and orange there as well.
So there. Oh my God, that's too funny.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be funny with him.
Oh yeah, he's like, he did not look happy. Poor Max. I know, baby. I know. Good boy. He's a good cat though. He's pretty chill. So, yeah, Heather's been busy making hats. So.
Oh, thank you.
Is that the cat in the hat? Oh my God. Yeah, he's a cat in the hat. All right. So anyway.
All right, well, I just wanted to
pop in
real quick.
Yes.
I thought that would be really funny with him.
Yes.
So
he did very well, which I'm very surprised.
Look at what Sandwich said.
The poorest person in West Virginia is the Tooth Fairy. Come on now, that's not nice. They got their summer teeth in down there. Some are here and some are there. What did you say? What? Will somebody else make a comment? Oh, okay. Max the model. Yeah.
Heather is awesome. You got that right.
She can do anything. That's funny.
I put my mind to it.
Yeah, she has. She has some skills when it comes to knitting and stuff like that.
Oh, this is crocheting.
Jay said, Ed, do you hunt at all? I hunted when I was a child. When I was younger, I hunted quite a bit. I can hunt if I have to. As long as I don't have to do it to survive, I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to. But I can, I have no problem doing it if I needed to. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. So, all right.
Alrighty.
Well, thank you for stopping in.
Hope everybody got a laugh out of that.
Yeah, I'm sure that they did. Yeah, EV3 Dale said Ed's waiting for his SHTF license. Yeah, that's the other thing, guys. I'm sorry, but you know what? If it's my land and I have wild game on my land, I need to ask somebody permission to be able to hunt on my own land? I don't think so. So right now I don't. Down the road, if like I said, if it becomes necessary, then I will. So I was going to show you. Oh, really quickly. I know I talked the other day about this. I think it was in my was it my Friday live stream? I think Friday live stream. I started working with a new company. Okay, Deloma Health. So I'm going to show them again here. They are an American company. They're based out of Texas, but they are in the process of moving to Arkansas. But it's an immune system defense dietary supplement: vitamin C, echinacea, turmeric, zinc, vitamin D3, elderberry, ginger, and garlic. I have been taking this myself to boost my immune system. In an SHTF event, guys, this would be something that would be really, really good to have. Our immune systems are not going to be where they are now because we can now take in all the caloric intake and all the things that we want to take in. SHTF, you're not going to be eating like that. So having a supplement of some sort is a good thing to have. What I like about this company, all of the vitamins and stuff that are here are all made in the US. None of this stuff is shipped in from overseas at all. Okay. So if you would like to take advantage of that, I have the link, and JJ's going to, yep, he's got the link as well. You can save 10% on your purchase over there with the company. If you, the link is also down in the description, so you will see it in the description. And Ed, can you post this on your channel so we can order? Thank you. Yeah, the link, Vicky, the link for that is right on my channel. Well, if you go down into any like the comment, or not the comment, but the description system, or you'll see the link for this in there. Save yourself 10%. They also are offering that if you order it month to month, if you have it ordered directly to you, you can save another 10% if you do it that way. So definitely take advantage of that. There's 60 pills. You take 2 a day. So it's a 30-day supply. It costs $20. Okay. Really good thing. Like I said, again, I am taking it myself, and it really helps boost your immune system. And again, when SHTF happens, it's a great thing to have for that. You would be in a lot better shape longer term with having that. And again, I got vitamin C, vitamin D3, all that already, right? I already have all that. Where's it all coming from? It's all coming from China. All of this is coming from here. It's not shipped out from overseas. So something to think about. So anyway, uh, when is your trip to West Virginia? I am going to be heading down there at some point this week coming up. So I will be back down there. I got a lot to do. I do have a lot to do, but does Heather have a YouTube channel? No, Heather does not have a YouTube channel. She should do one on knitting. I mean, it wasn't be like she'd have to do it every day, but knitting and jewelry making. I think that would be a good thing if she did something like that. So, Prepared Family said same in North Carolina. If you own the land, you don't need a hunting license. Well, that's cool. That's very cool. Bigfoot, like everything else, tastes like chicken. Oh my God, that's too funny. Yes, Hella will be going with me next time. Hella lost weight when I was gone, which was not good. So from now on, she will be going back and forth with me every time that I go. So, yeah, she will be learning to be a traveling dog. But anyway, yeah, she's got to be with Daddy. She doesn't do well. She was very depressed when I was gone, and like I said, she lost weight. So Ed, you need to figure out the kitty and the puppy sightings while you're in West Virginia. Yeah, it's not. I can't do it down there. Well, I'll have Hella with me, but you get to see her. But anyway, you know, again, going back to what we've been talking about in this stream, if you plan things properly and if you are ready, and just see, here's the thing: what I think a lot of people don't understand. They think, well, if I stockpile food and I stockpile water, I'm good to go. I'm all set. There's a lot more to it than that. There's a lot more to it than that. If you think, oh, because I have a lot of weapons, I can defend myself, there's a lot more to it than that. You need to, on a regular basis, practice. If you don't have that muscle memory and that familiarity with your weapons, in the time of chaos, in the time of high stress, you may not be able to act accordingly. But if you have been practicing and you know what you're doing and you're comfortable with your weapon, you're going to be able to have Heather send you some pictures somehow. Well, she did. I showed a couple down there when I was down there. But yeah, it's. So I got to show you poor Max. Yeah, he's all stressed out now. I guess he did okay. I guess he's not too stressed out. Um, but again, training is important. Having a lot of skills, your most valuable weapon, the most valuable weapon you have, which is right between your two ears, okay? Your mind is your most valuable weapon. The more that you can learn, the more that you can be prepared to take care of and do what you need to do, you're going to be in better shape for it. And that's important. That's really, really important. So, you know, he's exhausted from his modeling debate. Yeah, or debut. Yes. Yes, he wore him right out. So now that's three different cats she's put those cat hats on. She did it to Socks, she did it to Stella, and now she's done it to poor Max. Putin says no more steel case ammo for you. Oh, that's too funny. Well, again, it's all part of control, is it not? You know, if we can limit what you guys are getting to use to be able to protect yourselves, you know. Yes, Soxy got out of the greenhouse. Yeah, it was extremely hot in there. It was extremely hot. But again, make a plan, write your plans down. When you do that, it's going to put you in a better position overall to be ready for whatever needs to be taken care of. Um, really, really important. Hold on one second, guys. Heather, Head, come here a minute, please. Hold on one second, guys. Yeah, he's exhausted from his modeling debut. Did you lock the birds up? Would you lock them up and then just check for eggs one more time? Because we got to do egg count in like 8 minutes, and I just got to see if there's any more. Thank you. You are the greatest daughter in the whole world. She is a good kid. So, my baby chickens are doing well in the coop, except they're stupid, and I have shown and have to be shown the new water. That's funny. Well, they take time. They take time. They learn pretty good. They're pretty resilient. Uh, Rami Davis, my wife and I worked on the garden all day. That's awesome. Um, that's awesome. Yeah, we're so people have asked, are we going to put anything in up here? If we have not gotten an offer on the property by the end of May, then yes, we will put some plants in. We're not going to go crazy up here because, again, if it does sell after that at some point, then we're going to be out of here, and then somebody else is going to reap the rewards of that. So, admit it, she's my favorite daughter. Well, since she's my only daughter, yes, but she is she's definitely daddy's girl. Here's the other daddy's girl right here, Miss Hella. So, but what? But anyway, it's just prepared family. We spent all weekend on our garden minus 2 hours for a Sam's Club prep run. Oh, I got to tell you guys about that. So, I used to be a Sam's member up here in New York, and I used to go to Sam's Club all the time. And then they got rid of the three that were in our area, and then the closest one was in Buffalo, New York, and that wasn't going to happen. So, but I down in West Virginia, there is a Sam's Club, not too far. I mean, far enough, but not too far away. So I did do a membership again for Sam's Club, and love Sam Club. Always love Sam's Club. Only daughter means she can be your favorite daughter. Well, that's true. That is true. But she's, like I said, she's a good kid overall. I have no complaints when it comes to Heather. She always was. She always was. I remember people telling me, "Oh, wait till she turns into a teenager." Blah 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 blah. And it never. She never changed. Obviously she became a woman and got more emotional and all those things. But she just was always steady as a rock. She was just always a good kid. Molly's already had a cat hat. Oh no, Molly. No, I don't know. Well, I don't know if Molly would sit still for a cat hat. That I don't know. Ed is hella chipped. If she takes off to after school and gets lost, she's she don't go too far from it. What? Okay. All right. Thank you. She does not go too far from me at all. So I'm not worried about her chasing any squirrels or anything like that. I will have her on a 20-foot lead down there if she's outside, and if I'm having to do something, if I'm busy, I'll put her on that lead, and then she'll be, on that way. But eventually, I will get another dog run done down there. But that's going to. There's other bigger fish to fry right now than putting in a dog run in West Virginia, because none of it's cheap. None of it's cheap. Like I said, when I go back down, hopefully we're going to have the building in. Yeah, don't forget the paperwork for the West Virginia. Yeah, my West Virginia driver's license. I got to make sure I bring my birth certificate, social security card. So, yeah, I will definitely be doing that. But but I want to get the building in. That should be happening hopefully within a week or so after I get back. Also, going to start working on water, getting water squared away. So it's just there's plenty that I have to do. But I'll get there. It's weird. It just things come together. It always has and it always will. And I but like with I like Malachi's Corner says I like to order in bulk. That's what I like about Sam's. You can get in there and you can get a lot of bulk stuff there. I mean, they sell 50-pound bags of rice there and all that. Is your birth certificate sheepskin or tree bark? Oh, ha ha ha. I am not quite that old yet. But, now, anyway, like I said, it's been nice being back here in New York, and today was kind of a screw off day. We definitely screwed off a little bit, going out for the ride and stuff like that. Have you dug up the supplies to take with you to West Virginia yet? No, not yet, John. Once we definitely have the property is sold, we're going to sell it, then I will be digging up what I have buried. And I got new stuff to bury in West Virginia. So there's plenty, plenty to do. The four-wheeler's not going on this trip because I didn't bring the trailer up with me because I couldn't get it out of the lower meadow. But when I go down this time, I may be down for like 2 weeks, and then I may come back up, do a run, get loaded up, and then bring that down. After that, I want to get my bike down there too. I'm not gonna lie. I want to get the bike down there. So, but it'll all that's fun, and that'll be great to have that down there. But that's not the top priority right now. Everything's got to go down. You know what I mean? So everything is going to have to go down. But we'll get there. We'll get there. But like I said, I am, I'm going to get as much packed up in the back of my truck that I can get for this trip. And, we'll just slow and steady. And each time I come back, we'll do more. And then that way, when it comes time, toys go last. Well, I don't know about it. We'll see. Where your channel will hurt the sale of your property? Not really, because if there's people, see, here's the thing. If there's people in New York that are not going to get out of New York, that plan on staying in New York, that are looking for a bug out location, then it's perfect. You know, if it's somebody else that wants to get out of New York as bad as I want to get out of New York, you know, they're already making other plans to get out of New York already. So, you know, I don't think that's going to make a difference, you know, that way at all. Because it's a unique property, it's going to take somebody that, yeah, four wheeler is a tool on a homestead, not a toy. Absolutely, and it's exactly what it'll be used for down there. That's exactly what it'll be used for down there. Yeah, so I'm going to probably have to be making a run up at some point, and you see more of Ed's property from the channel than in the realtor's pictures. Well, they take whatever they're going to take, you know. Sharon Barrett said, "I'm leaving New York and going to North Carolina." I can't blame anybody. I cannot blame anybody for wanting to be gone. I really can't. All right, so it is that time for the egg count. So before we do egg count, what do we got? 692 in the chat. We got 400 thumbs up. If you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I'm going to ask you to please do that to show support for the channel, and I thank you ahead of time. Also, it really does help with the algorithms. So the more that we can do that, you know, the more thumbs up and more interaction, the better it is for the channel. Also, again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. Okay, so it is how many eggs and yes or no did thick neck lay today? So give you guys a minute here to get your guesses in here. I'll give you guys a moment. And I'm probably going to say this last name wrong, so it is not my fault. But if you have the same exact guess is Gregory Arda, I believe is how you said the last name, with 8 eggs and no thick neck today. She did not lay today, but she did lay yesterday. So, and I think she laid the day before too. So she laid 2 days in a row. But yeah, we ended up with 8 eggs today, and no thick neck. And even yesterday, coming off an 11 egg day the day before, we ended up with like 7 yesterday. And yesterday she did lay yesterday. So, but so yep. So 8 eggs and no thick neck egg today. So I'm imagining that she will definitely very soon. You know, tomorrow early she'll probably lay early. So, but no, thick neck is lazy, Jay. She's not stressed out. She's lazy. She's getting older. So you know, but like I said, they're doing fine. The chickens are good. Um, Went out and I gave them some scraps today, which they devoured them. What are you doing, Caesar Weeze? You're a good boy. Yeah, come on, come on, turn around. So, where's I don't even know where Hella is. Where's Hella? She laying down? Oh, she must be. Hella, hold on. What are you doing, baby? Come here. What doing? Come here. Come see Daddy. Come see Daddy. Good girl. Yeah, it's a good baby. They're good dogs, all of them. We already did a kitty sighting. Stop being so demanding. You're putting too much pressure on me. Uh, I got to tell you, you're going to get a kick out of this one. I heard people today complaining. Oh my God, it's so hot. I'm like, are you serious? After dealing with the weather up here and how miserable it can be, and the first warm day, they're complaining how hot it is. I'm just like, you got to be kidding me. Uh, but no, I will tell you this. You know, again, I'm going to say this really quickly. All the folks that have helped me down in West Virginia so far, I'm really, really appreciative of all the help that's been given to me. It's amazing. You're getting a great tropical tan going on. I'm going to tell you what, Raylan, I get dark. This year again, because I'll be out so much working on projects and stuff like that, I don't lay in the sun. But from the waist up, I will be very, very dark. From the waist down, I will look like pasty white chalk. Because I generally don't wear shorts, just because I'm always doing something that I need to have pants on. So, but yeah. And then when I ride, I always wear pants when I ride. I see people in shorts, and I'm just like, oh my God, how can you? You know. But my favorite, I will tell you this right now, God, guys, when I see somebody on a motorcycle and they're wearing flip flops, that's my favorite because I just think about don't like your feet too much, you don't like your toes. I don't wear anything but steel toe boots when I ride. Yeah, road rash don't tickle. That's for sure. And I'll tell you what, I always wear gloves when I ride, and it's amazing to me the number of people that don't wear gloves. And I always think they just haven't gone down yet. First time I went down, I did not have gloves on. I still have the scar here on my hand where it's your natural instinct. You put your hand out. And I put my hand out and I got road rash bad on the palm of my hand. And ever since then, I've always worn gloves. I don't care. So as long as men don't wear short shorts. Oh my God, I saw a guy today, pair of jeans that he cut off to like right about this level, and so they were giving him a hard time. I haven't dropped a new one, but I did. My old bike, I dumped it one time. Not fun. That was when I was really, really green with riding though. But yeah, I was really green then. But anyway, so this guy had those pants, short or jeans that he had cut off, and so we were busting his chops, and I said, "Those aren't pants; those are capris." So he was catching it. It was bad. It was bad. So, but and the girls were making fun of him too. So, but hey, you know what? Here's some advice to everybody. I'm gonna give you some advice. If you look in the mirror before you leave the house, that will eliminate a lot of bad choices. Just it's just good advice. And when you ride a motorcycle, you dress for the slide, not the ride. Now, when I say that, of course, I wore this muscle shirt today. I did have my vest on, though. But if I went down with this, I'm going to tear my arms up. It is, oh, only half helmet, Jay. I have never worn a full face helmet. I never will wear a full face. Now, I will say this: I make Heather wear a full face, but I have never worn a full face, and I never will. So, no, I got to have that wind in my face. That's it is a Zen thing. With a full face shield, you don't get that. So I did catch a bug like right in the side of the head though today. That was fun, but that's part of riding. Anyway, what I got to show you this now because this is just too cute. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you a good girl? Huh? You a good girl? So she is daddy's girl. There's no doubt about that. She's waiting for her hat. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, full face helmet also limits your peripheral vision. Exactly. I got to pay attention. What's my head's always on a swivel when I ride. So fun is getting a B in a full face helmet. Oh, I bet that is. Now Heather hasn't dropped on a bike yet. No, nope. Hopefully she never will. So got to do a video of your outfit of the day when you go riding on your bike. Oh my God, that's too funny. Here's my outfit of the day. Depends on how hot it is. If it's cold, it's layers and then it's a leather over the top of the layers. So but Always a oh yeah, but I have like the mask that you can put on that like covers you from here to protect your face when you're riding. So I actually have the one that covers everything, and then I put my glasses, feed them in through the eye slits. But no speedos, no, not on a bike, no speedos. But anyway, guys, again, going. We're like completely off topic, of course, because that's what we do. We've gone off the rails. I know it's shocking, but we did stay on topic for a very long time tonight, so that was a good thing. But was on X's bike and had a hole in the jeans. Bumblebee got in my jeans, stung me. I woke up in a hospital. Wow, that's no fun. What do you think about the Polaris slingshots? I have not used those. I do have a slingshot, but I don't, I don't even know what the brand name of it is. I'll be honest with you. I've had it for a while, and it's a prep item. You know, so I look like a terrorist on a bike. Maybe, you never know. Never know. Um, what's my opinion on the Mike Tyson thing? That you since you ask, Mike Tyson was minding his own business. This idiot kept harassing him. I don't blame Mike Tyson. I really don't. I really don't. Could it have been handled differently? Probably. But you're talking about somebody that is a trained fighter, and if somebody's acting in a certain manner, you do what you got to do. And they've shown that that kid that was harassing him had a record a mile long. So he was poking. The thing again, you don't poke the bear. The bear's sleeping in the corner. You may go over and say, "Hello, bear. How are you today?" But you don't keep poking the bear just to see what it's going to do. And that's what this kid did. He was provoking him to see what kind of reaction that he was going to get. And a full-faced, heavy helmet while snowmobiling wrecked my neck, and now 18 years after vertigo and mini seizures, they have they had a very bumpy property. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, Richard Ruckman said he got what he deserved. I agree. And of course now he's going to lawyer up because he wants to try to sue for something. But no, yeah, the guy threw a water bottle at him. He's got every right to do what he had to do. But you can't act like an idiot. You know, and I don't think Mike Tyson's necessarily a bad dude. I really don't. But yeah, judge will laugh at him. It's all on camera. Yeah, he, I don't think that one's going to go anywhere. They'll throw that out. So, but yeah, it's just there's always somebody looking to take advantage of somebody else. Uh, you know, yeah, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, and that's what happened. And Mike Tyson, I don't care if Mike Tyson's and he's in his 50s now. Mike Tyson still ain't no joke. Uh, if I saw him and I met him, I might shake his hand and say, "Man, I enjoyed watching you fight when you were younger." I may do that, but other than that, that would be about it. And I would say, have a good day. You get too many people. It's just like with wrestlers, guys. How many wrestlers have been out to a bar after an event and somebody's got to come up and be a jerk? And they tell him, "Please leave me alone." And there was one of these guys, I can't even think who it was. It's like one of those really big dudes, like he's like 7 foot tall, 300-pound guys, and they were having a few drinks, and the guy just kept pushing, 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 and eventually the guy knocked him out. I mean, it's just you don't screw around with those people. Those people are athletes. They're in phenomenal shape, and he's lucky he didn't get his ear bit off. Oh my God, that's too funny. That is very funny. But no, who was it? There was if you guys remember the wrestler Haku, there he went under two different names. He went under Haku, but he was Samoan. He was from the Samoan Islands, and they said the toughest person that they ever knew in wrestling. All these wrestlers back then was this guy, and he was in a fight one time in a bar, and he bit a guy's nose off. So, no, not The Rock, not The Rock. Um, the Rock is actually the son of Ming. Yep, he was Ming and Haku. Yep, exactly. The Rock's father was Rocky Johnson. So, drone footage of the new property soon. I will, if I remember to bring the drone down. Yes. Yep. I had a guy ask me if I was alone in a bar, and I told him my boyfriend was the Undertaker. I like that. That's pretty funny. But no, it's just you treat people. See, again, it comes down to treating people with respect. If you treat people with respect, you get respect back. If you are a jerk, you may get your attitude readjusted, and then you're going to cry afterwards because you got your attitude readjusted. I've never had a problem in my life. Given, I call it, like I said, it's an attitude readjustment. If they really needed to have an attitude readjustment, I was more than happy to help them get that attitude readjustment. It's a tough lesson to learn. It really, really is. So, but I will tell you this, guys. I One time in my life I started a fight. One time, and I lost that fight. I also was wearing braces at the time, and that did not end well. When you have braces and you get punched in the face, it's very, very messy. So, but that was the only fight I've ever lost. And the worst part was, I knew I could have beat the guy. So, but I've never, other than that one time, I have never gone out and looked for trouble. I try to. EV3 Dale said, I quit letting people throw the first punch long ago. Oh, I never let them throw the first punch. I'm more than happy to throw the first punch. More than happy to. Because if I throw the first punch, the fight is probably going to be over shortly thereafter. Yeah, so, yeah, it's no. That whole you throw the first punch and all that, I push you, you push me. You put your hands on me, I'm going to punch you. That's just how that goes. There's not going to be any games. I don't play games. That I stopped playing games a long time ago. So, but no, I just you like I said, I will try to avoid it if I can. But again, if somebody needs, like I said, if somebody needs to have that attitude readjustment, sometimes you have to give it to them. What is my elevation at your property in West Virginia? Vicky, 3,200 feet. Where my property up here in New York is 1,600 feet. So it's much higher in the hills. It's a great. If you've seen some of the pictures from the upper meadow, it's a beautiful, beautiful view up there. You can see a long, long way, and it is awesome. It is awesome. So I really love. I love the area. I wanted to be up in the mountains, and so I'm happy to be there. And yes, I know it snows in West Virginia. I mean, I can't even tell you how many times I've heard that one. Oh God, here we are. Look at I'm flapping away and not paying attention. Guys are giving out names of JJ's already. Janet's giving them out. All right, let's do shout outs because I'm behind. Sorry. Sorry. Um, so we have Green Greg's. You also have Pinball Preparedness, Southern Prepper 1. You have Marfuga News out on the West Coast with Dax and Adam. Really good information out there with them. You have Magic Prepper in North Dakota. You have Wrangle Star. There is Doug and Stacy is another great channel. You have Bush Radical and his wife Girl in the Woods, two different channels. Ryan Hall Y'all for the weather is awesome. You have Canadian Prepper, North Shore Preparedness. You also have Sean James with the Sean James channel and My Self Reliance. You also have Icky Can up in Canada as well. And so I would ask you to go support him as well. Vizariza Jizza, 80K Man. You have Mary Greeley News. Also, you have Lisa Haven, Monkey Wrench. You have Lumina Acres. You have Deep South Homestead. There is the Nomadic Movement down in Panama. They're a nice young couple. Kyle's Cabin up in Minnesota. Awesome as well. You have Angry Prepper down in New York City, who is a really good dude. And so definitely go give him some love as well. Joe with St. Bernard Acres. You have, I just rattled off a whole bunch. You have Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, the Needy Homesteader. You have Adapt 2030. So Bushcraft Bear in the Canary Islands in La Palma. So Alaskan Prepper with Rudy, just the most down to earth individual. Really, really like him. Also, you have Alaskan Granny. Survival Lily is another really good channel. So, what else? Who else we got? Who am I missing? Bjorn Hansen, Corporal's Corner, or another couple of good ones. Appalachia's Homestead, uh, Living Traditions Homestead. There's so many good channels out there, and there's so much good information. I think it's important that we try to be diversified and looking at different things and looking at different people's viewpoints on things. And I think that that's a really, really good thing to do. So, but full spectrum survival. Somebody said not good and alarmist. Well, you have, I mean, look, being honest, a lot of fear porn, obviously there. Canadian prepper, same thing, but that's what they do, and that's okay. That's their channel. They can do whatever they want on their channel. I'm not going to judge them for that. I don't, you know what I mean. But I think that it's important to not only talk about things that could happen, that might happen. I think it's important to talk about, you know, other things as well. Other options that you have. What can you do? What to learn to help yourselves and those type of things. I think that that is more productive than using fear all the time. That's just my take. Now, don't get me wrong, and I will be 100% honest. Fear porn sells, no doubt about it. If I go into a stretch where I'm doing a lot of, and I don't want to call it fear porn because I don't like the term fear porn, but if I, you know, at every time you talk about West Virginia, I think about the song. That's funny. That's funny. Um, but I think it's counterproductive to always talk about fear constantly. But people want to hear that stuff, and that's the reality. You know what I mean? People just can't stand the truth. That's all of it. All there is to it. Well, a lot of times, and and here's the thing, guys. Um, there are channels out there. And I'm not gonna call any channel out directly, but there are channels out there that will use their women, to get views and stuff like that. There's no judgment on my part. If that's what you got to do, or if that's what you feel like you got to do, go for it. I don't care. It don't affect me at all. Good for you. If you want to use fear porn constantly, that's your call too. It's their channel. They can do whatever they want to do. Making people aware of what's going on, I think, is important. And also, and I don't like to do, oh my God, the sky's falling all the time. I like, again, I personally believe that that's counterproductive, and that's just me. So I try not to do that. That's just where I'm at. What anybody else does, they can do whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. And but it's just, I would rather have you guys. I would rather have you listen to a video that I do, and if it makes you think and it makes get your wheels turning and you go, hey, I hadn't thought about that. That's what I want. That's what I want from what I'm doing. I don't want you to watch my channel and go, oh my God, he's just scaring the crap out of me all the time, and so I'm going to hide in the corner. That's not what I want. I want you to be proactive, to help yourselves, to not be victims, to put yourself in situations where you are going to not only survive whatever's coming, but you're going to thrive as well. And I think that that's important. So, but yeah, do we have to talk about current events and the different things that are going on? Of course. And it's important to do that. But, and again, I will tell you this right now. I mean, there are a few channels out there that I don't watch. I don't like their channels. So I don't go to their channels. I don't watch their channels. So, I mean, when you come on here and you go, oh, this guy does this on his channel, I don't care. That's your opinion, and that's great. And maybe I agree with you, maybe I disagree with you, but it's just trying to put somebody else down for what they're doing on their channel. Like, again, I do believe that that's counterproductive. But Richard Ruckman says, thanks, Ed. You woke me up. Thank you. Well, you're welcome, man. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to teach people to be able to help themselves. Wide variety of information on your channel. Thank you for sharing your life with your subbies. Well, you're welcome. Thank you very much, Raylan, for saying that. I try to just be honest, try to show you, one guy, or, with the help of friends and getting things done. What I think here's something I want you to think about, guys. I want you to think about this. You look at what we've got done in West Virginia. Did I do it all by myself? No, I didn't. I had people came in. Now I have a game plan, and I know what I want to do, and I know what I want to get accomplished. But I've had people come in, volunteer their time, come down there, help me out, and stuff like that. What that I think shows people is when people come together to work together, it really shows what we are capable of doing if we work together, coming from different areas of the country and coming together and doing something. I think that that's important. So, you know, but just my thoughts on that. So, anyway, guys, and again, like I said, all the help that I've received, I am beyond appreciative of everybody, So, but anyhow, let's do We Are Legion, because we are. So what are we at? 5:15. Okay, just for fun, let's see if we can hit 600 thumbs up, guys. I know it's like 85 more with like 9 minutes to go, but let's see if we can't hit that 600 thumbs up. So again, if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I'm going to ask you to please do so to show support for the channel, and thank you ahead of time. And again, it really does help with the algorithm. So where is everybody for tonight? And then we have Melbourne, Australia, with Philip in the house. Welcome, Philip. Glad you're here. Even if you're on your wife's account, his name is not Karen, it's Philip. We don't want to call him a Karen. Oh, we got Hagerstown, Maryland, Western Iowa, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Georgia, Central Missouri, Massachusetts, West Virginia, BC, Canada, Finleyville, Pennsylvania, Waterloo, New York, Campbell, Missouri, Colorado, Leesburg, Florida, with Clyde. Very nice. Glad you're here. Hope you and the wife are doing good. Hawaii's in the house. Birdsboro, Pennsylvania. Nowhere, Oklahoma. Very nice. Still my favorite. Washington, D.C. Let's see. We have Texas. Brookville, Florida. Ocean Park, Washington State. Central Illinois. Raleigh, North Carolina. Washington, the state, I believe. North Highlands of California. Dayton, Ohio's in the house. Northeastern Arkansas. Alabama, Roll Tide, absolutely. We got Maine is in the house. West Virginia. Tennessee. Hawaii once again with Ray Lynn. We have Arkansas in the house. Let's see who else we got. We have Tennessee once again. Denora, Pennsylvania, Arkansas, Eastern Nebraska, North Highlands of California. We have Illinois, Nevada, Brookville, Florida. So anyway, guys, again, you know what? We're all over the country. We're all over the world. We are a huge, huge network of people. We are the ones that can make a difference now, and we're the ones that can make a difference later on. You all have a choice. If you're prepped and you're ready, it gives you a lot of power in a post-event. It really does. You get to decide who you want to help and who you don't want to help. Ed, will you be building your new house, or will you hire a builder? Please show us the building process. What I will end up doing, Jurassic Pork Chop, which I really like that name, by the way. I think that's awesome. I'm having the prefab building brought in, and then we will do it ourselves on the inside. So we'll frame it on the inside. We'll put up drywall, do the plumbing and all that. I may hire a plumber just because I'm going to let somebody that knows what they're doing do that part of it. And I'll have an electrician come in and do the wiring part for me because, again, I want it done right. I don't want it to burn down. So that I definitely will be doing that part of it as well that way. So just so you know. But thank you for that question. It's a good question. But all right, so what do we at 548? So we need 52 more thumbs up to hit 600. So let's keep them rolling, guys. Let's see if we can hit 600 thumbs up. If you live near us in West Virginia, we could help you with the electrical. My husband is an electrical contractor. Shoot me an email, please. Give me your phone number, and I will give you a call. All right, and we can talk about that when I call you guys. But I appreciate that offer. That's awesome. Will you have a composting toilet? What I'm hoping to do down there, as soon as we sell the property up here in New York, I want to put in a septic system down there. But in the meantime, I will use a composting toilet. Uh, you know, I will use a composting toilet up to that point. So, yes, Soxy is out of the greenhouse, so she is fine. I would not leave the cat in the greenhouse. But it did cool it down. Opening the windows definitely cooled it down there. Uh, so we got 561. So we need what 49 more or 39 more. Brain dead. 39 more thumbs up, guys. Let's see if we can hit that 600 mark. I gave Ed 4 likes. That's awesome. I know how you do it. You told me how you did it. I think that's really, really cool. I appreciate that. When we were kids, I used to run out to the barn and nap while it rained so I could listen to the rain on the roof. Metal roof was so wonderful. Exactly. I've always loved that too. That's the best that you sleep that way. The reason I like your channel is because you're a doer and not a talker. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I just, I I had, things got to get done, and so they get done. Period. Sitting around and talking about doing something and never doing nothing, that resolves nothing. And I know that, you know, there is a lot that has to be done down in West Virginia. A lot has to be taken care of. And so we're on that process and we're going to get it done. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. That's just the way it is. That's my mindset. It's always been my mindset. When I moved here to this property here in New York, I could not tell you the number of people, and not necessarily YouTube, but people that I knew in general that told me they're like, "No way are you going to make it. There's no way that that's going to work." And my answer to that was always the same to all of them. It was, "Watch me, watch me." And you know what? 7 years later, I've had a lot of those people come back and say, "Man, I got to tell you, it's amazing what you've done." And like I said, I give you a lot of props because you did it. There's no quit. I don't quit. When I get something in my head, that's it. Period. It's going to happen. So you know. But again, what I'm always thinking of is the big picture. I'm thinking down the road. I want to make sure that little girl in that other room is going to be able to really do well in life, have a place to live, not have to worry about those type of things. So many people throw their kids out when they turn 18 and say, "Screw you, go on down the road." No way. I want to make sure she has her own home. And oh, she must have heard me.
Caesar. Oh, I'm getting the doggies out.
Oh, you're taking them out. Okay.
What's that? Your sisters are waiting.
Caesar, go outside. Good boy. But anyway, I just I wanted to have her own home, and then we got the property, and she's gonna have and it's all gonna go to her and Eddie down the road anyway. So that's it. So. All right. So first of all, I want to thank all my moderators who do an absolutely fantastic job keeping the chat clean. You guys are amazing and you're awesome, and I appreciate the support and being here stream after stream after stream. Thank you very much. That's it's very much appreciated what you guys do. And I want to thank all you guys for being here and being part of this. And and it means a lot to me too. I appreciate the support, and it's been a lot of fun. And hopefully you're going to enjoy this journey as we move forward. And I'll throw up some motorcycle videos too. I got the GoPro. I'll throw up some of those videos as well. And so I'll try to mix it up a little bit. Some of you might like the motorcycle videos, some of you may not, and that's okay. I'm going to still enjoy the ride no matter what. So there we are. But anyway, we at 589. So we need 11 more thumbs up to hit that 600. So let's get that done here before we jump off. That's not very many at all. Uh, so remember, guys, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. And as soon as we can figure that one out, we are going to be in such better shape. We have to stop letting them divide us, stop letting them manipulate us, playing games with us. Does your waterfall flow all year long, or is it a seasonal thing? I know it wasn't flowing last fall because that was a really dry summer, they said, but I've been told that it normally flows year round. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't know yet. So that's where we're at with that one. But I'll keep an eye on it. But anyway, um, also, guys, remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important to tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that is going to stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. If you stay positive and stay away from the negativity, you're going to be just fine. So just, take care of your business, be decent to each other, treat people the way you want to be treated. You can't go wrong there. And then if somebody acts like a jerk, you just put them out of your life. So, but let's see. We got so easily made. We're at 6:03, so that's awesome. You guys are the best. So anyway, guys, thank you for being here, and I will see you on the next one. I hope everybody has a good day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Preparedness 1 out for now. Bye.